How's it going, guys? Welcome to VFG Movie Reviews, and this is my review of The Punisher. Guys, if you could, give us a like, give us a subscribe, help us grow. Thank you so very much. Now let's get right into this review. Thomas Jane is in the driver's seat. This is the first Punisher appearance since Dolph Lundgren in the 80s, with co-star John Travolta, Rebecca Romaine Stamos, Ben Foster, David Panette, I think that's his name, fat comedian. John Travolta plays Howard Saint, mobster, gang leader, and Thomas Jane accidentally Saint's kid ends up getting killed because he goes into this arms deal with Thomas Jane, who's an undercover officer, gets murdered. Saint gets pissed off and goes, I want him killed. And then the wife's like, I want his whole family killed. Well, this was Castle's retirement. Castle was off to Puerto Rico to a family reunion, and this is where his whole family gets taken out, and then Castle becomes the Punisher. Now, instead of this just being a very blunt version of the Punisher, this is a more of a tactical Punisher, I would say. He does things to get other people to kill other people and to take out everybody. He pretty much turns Howard Saint's world on end. And this was all shot in Florida, which I mean is fine, but when you think about Punisher, you really think about New York, even Vegas, but this takes place in Florida. Matter of fact, the Saints and Sinners club that's in this was an actual, it was a bank that they ended up taking over and turning into this club, which I thought was really cool. I think back in the day, I listened to the audio commentary on this, and they talked about it, and it was pretty cool. I mean, this was a good comeback after Dolph Lundgren. This was way more closer to the comic books and to comic book Punisher than we got with Dolph Lundgren. But even the Dolph Lundgren character, his version of Punisher was still dark, gritty. Like, I love that. And I don't think I've reviewed it on this channel, but I will pick it up on Blu-ray here soon and review it to you guys, because it does have a soft spot in my heart. Thomas Jane is great. Rebecca Romaine Stamos is in this. Ben Foster is in this. We get a cameo. Actually, he plays a rather big character in the Punisher lore, the Russian. We get by big sexy Kevin Nash. He's pretty good, man. They have a pretty damn good fight. Mike Connolly plays Henry Heck. The first time you see him in the movie, like, he says how he plays this song, and he says, I'm going to play it at your funeral, and then he gets murdered. The Punisher kills him, right? I dug this movie. I really did, man. When I was a younger dude, and this movie first came out in 2014, I was 24. 2004, I was 24. So, like, this was the bomb, baby. This was the absolute bomb of a movie. I dug it. Thomas Jane was great. There's going to be a sequel to this, but I don't know if Thomas Jane had an issue with it, or John Travolta had an issue with it, because Travolta was supposed to reprise the role as Jigsaw. As you can kind of see him not die at the end, but get fucked up at the end. It's alleged that he died, but which would bring him into the Jigsaw character. I can't remember who had the fallout on this. And then they ended up just going Punisher Warzone, which I have a review of Punisher Warzone with Ray Stevenson. And it will be up over here, or it will be at the end of this video if you guys want to go check that out. Yeah, man, this is a good damn movie. I have to say, this is a damn good movie. Other than a couple of things that they changed for his background, the overall arc of this movie, this is a pretty damn good Punisher movie, I have to say. And I always love me some Thomas Jane. I really do. Where does this lie on my 5-star review scale? The story is a 3.5. The cinematography is a 3.5. The characters are a 3. The design is a 3, which brings our total to 3.25. Guys, let me know down below. Did you see The Punisher with Thomas Jane? I'd sure love to have a conversation with you guys. Did you enjoy it as much as I did? Did you enjoy seeing Kevin Nash as the Russian? Give us a like, give us a subscribe, help us grow. Thank you so very much. And I will see you in our next review, guys. Bye.